During the pandemic in December of 2020, Pastor Oliver and Asim Jamshade needed some assistance as they moved from one house to another. I called on 5 youth in our church to help, and they readily accepted the challenge. What a joy it is to serve in a church where all of the members, from youngest to oldest, are ready to help in whatever way is needed. I informed these eager helpers that I could not pay them for their work, but as a reward, we would have a pizza dinner afterwards. Because we were still social distancing, I had hoped that we could eat outside, but that night was too chilly. Our only option was to eat in the Ed Center. As we walked in, armed with boxes of pizza, one of the youth looked around and with a gleam in his eyes said, "It's been a minute since we've been in here." By that time, it had been 9 months worth of minutes since they had been in there. What I saw on the faces of all of those young people was the look of those who know that they are home. In the midst of the greatest global crisis many of us had ever known, they knew that they were exactly where they needed to be. This is why we are undertaking this great work of the Capital Campaign. It is not merely to fix up a building. Rather, it is to remake this building into the home that it has been for decades and will be for the decades yet to come. A home for our youth to learn and grow. A home for our little children to play and explore. A home for our seniors to deepen their faith through fellowship and discipleship. A home for our community breakfast, where good food and love are always on the menu. A home for the Boy Scouts and the Quilters and our other community partners. A home for all who desire to be transformed by the living God. When we all go forth together, when we link arms and hearts, when we give of ourselves generously and sacrificially, we together will build the future that God is calling us to. We are already such a significant church. We are amazingly diverse. This is the most diverse church I have ever known, as we gather the gifts of people from all over the world. We are committed to the growth of every member through worship, education, and fellowship. We share the love of Jesus Christ with our local community and around the world. But there is so much more that God is calling us to do in this time. Through our combined gifts, we will be able to enhance our already outstanding worship life through improvements to the projection and sound systems in the sanctuary, expand our welcome by installing a new digital sign outside, and by transforming the narthex into a welcome center. Deepen our discipleship by upgrading and refurbishing the Ed Center and the kitchen, and increase our mission through all of these efforts. This week, you will receive in the mail a campaign guide that outlines this vision in greater detail. It will answer your questions, convey some important upcoming dates, and provide you with ways that you can be involved. Please read it over carefully when it arrives. When you called me to be your pastor this past April, I knew that God was calling us to do great things together, to shine the light and love of Jesus Christ in Garland and to every corner of the earth. This capital campaign is the first step on that journey. Let us go forth together.